I don't know if Heathers is a film that ever would have come on my radar, were it not for the fact that I'm a massive fan of Winona Ryder. But for whatever reason, I'm glad I finally got the chance to see it, and I have to say it's brilliant and really lives up to the hype. So this was released in 1989, directed by Michael Lehmann and written by Daniel Waters, and as I said, stars Winona Ryder as well as Christian Slater. And the description from IMDb is as follows. In order to get out of the snobby clique that is destroying her good girl reputation, an intelligent teen teams up with a dark sociopath in a plot to kill the cool kids. I mean, that just sounds absolutely insane. And to be honest, it is. There are a lot of things that happen in the film, and I'm not going to go into any spoiler details. I'll have to be careful with what I say, because from the very beginning, it's quite intense. And I think maybe after about 15 minutes, the action really starts. And it does take a dark turn quite quickly, but it's also very progressive. So it starts out a little questionable, and then it gets a lot darker, and then suddenly it's really quite concerning. But it works so well, and as you know, as a fan of dark fiction and anything like this, I love it. And it's all done on the backdrop of humour. It is a very, very dark comedy, but it's also quite bright with a lot of very vibrant lighting. So it's quite an unusual mix of things going on here. The dichotomy between the comedy and the crime is so striking, and that makes it all the more bizarre. The reason it's called Heathers is because there are a group of 3 girls called the Heathers. Heather Duke, Heather McNamara, and Heather Chandler. And Veronica, played by Winona Ryder, kind of becomes part of this clique against... she's not part of them, put it that way. And as she meets DJ, played by Christian Slater, they start to plot against them, and it's thrilling. It's, as I said, it's very dark, and DJ as a character is very complicated, and in a way, the narrative kind of treats this character very lightly. You know, it's not the deepest look into this sociopathic tendencies that a film could do, but I think that's because the film's still trying to keep it quite light. So it's shedding light on this, but also making it kind of enjoyable and entertaining. And if you're intrigued afterwards, you can go and, you know, research sociopaths and why exactly DJ was potentially performing the way that he did. This is dark. It's an 18, which I would have thought it would have been about 15. So I guess that just kind of highlights just how shocking some of the scenes are. There's one particular scene, which I really can't spoil, but there's one particular scene that's quite shocking, and Veronica's mother's reaction to it is a bit bizarre. Hopefully you'll know which scene I mean. It is an award-winning film. It won the Edgar Allan Poe Awards Best Motion Picture. It won the Best First Feature at the Film Independent Spirit Awards, and it also won the Torino International Festival of Young Cinema Feature Film. It went to Winona Ryder for her performance. It is a brilliant film. I haven't seen the stage musical. I would like to at some point, but I'm not too bothered. I kind of like the film as a self-contained narrative. I feel like the stage production would be very different, and also sans Winona Ryder. If you haven't seen it, I thoroughly recommend it. It's good fun. It's shocking. It doesn't hold back. It is an 18. I liked it a lot more than I expected to.